the superintendent of our A-rated school district, Dr. J.A. Gonzalez. We also have with us Dr. Choppa's daughter, Trisha Choppa, is here with us today, so we appreciate her. And then representing our school district leadership, we have our Assistant Superintendent for Instructional Services, Dr. De Hoyos, is here. Our Associate Superintendent for Instructional Leadership, Ms. Bridget V. And our Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, Mr. Todd Miller. And Assistant Superintendent for Business Operations, Ms. Cindy Richards. And our Director of Community Information, Mr. Jake Berry. Right there. And then finally, joining us today, representing the Chamber of Commerce, is Ms. Jerry Garcia. Thank you. Oh, excuse me. All right, let's bring up our first speaker, our school board president, Mr. Sam Saldivar, Jr.
Thank you, Mark. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we are present at this time and place to recognize and honor an individual for a life well lived in the service of others. This individual we are here to honor and remember by this dedication of this room is Dr. Ricardo Chapa. This dedication is the culmination started at a regular board meeting of the Board of Trustees held on Monday, August the 9th, 2021, where the McAllen ISD Board of Trustees formally expressed their intent to name the boardroom. The formal process followed following board policy CW local. The trustees appointed a committee of citizens to review all received nominations from the community for the naming of the boardroom. On Tuesday, October the 12th, the nomination committee recommended the name of Dr. Ricardo Chapa to the Board of Trustees. The MISD Board of Trustees unanimously voted to approve the name recommended by the committee. The trustees at this time would like to thank the following citizens who committed their time and applied due process to the selection. And at this time, as I call your name, if you'd please stand and be recognized by the community. First person to call is former board president and member of the Board of Trustees, Ms. Hilda DeShazo. Please accept this gift in gratitude as a small token of our appreciation, Mrs. DeShazo. Job well done. Other members of the committee were Lisa Vasquez Garza, Aisha Gonzalez, Eugene Gutierrez, who was the committee spokesperson selected by the committee, Robbie Gutierrez, Lucy Regalado, and Lidia Saavedra. Mrs. Saavedra. Ms. Saavedra, please accept this gift as a token of our appreciation for your service to our committee. Dr. Chapa made exceptional contributions locally and elsewhere, distinguishing himself in education, service to the district, and at institutions of higher education. Dr. Chapa exemplified qualities and serves as a model of excellence to students and others who actively engaged with him in lively discussions, either as a community and civic leader, a teacher, an administrator, and as a school trustee. Dr. Chapa distinguished himself in the military by demonstrating patriotism, loyalty, and exemplary citizenship. Richard understood his purpose in life was to commit himself to acquire skills, knowledge, and experience he would then leverage to educate others to become productive citizens. In pursuit of academic excellence, the decisions he would make were founded on his faith and his love of country. And many of those decisions, and very hard ones, took place in this room, working with others. It is therefore befitting that this room, where Richard made many important decisions, both as an administrator and as a trustee, be named the Ricardo Chapa Boardroom. Trustee Vela and I, he and I, on behalf of the Board of Trustees of the McAllen Independent School District, we would like to thank Dr. Choppa's family for supporting him in his efforts to better serve our community. We recognize the time commitment and the sacrifices he and you had to make in the service of others. May God continue to bless you, the Choppa family, and all of us as he guides us in our daily lives in Richard's absence. Thank you.
And now please welcome our Superintendent of Schools, Dr. J. Gonzalez.
Hello, everyone. What a beautiful event this is, and I want to thank you all for being here at this special event. A lot of important decisions are made in this room, so it's only fitting that it's named after a great man. And when I think of Dr. Choppa, he wasn't only a friend of mine, he was a mentor. And there were a lot of times when he'd come by the office just to drop by and see how I was doing and give me words of advice, because he'd been a board president and he'd been an interim superintendent, and he had a lot of knowledge. So I always enjoyed talking to him, and I remember lots of advice that he gave me. But one thing that came to mind right now is our board president was speaking, is one of our conversations that we had, and we talked about the importance of understanding and never forgetting, he told me, who we are as a school district. We have to remember who we are as a school district and what we represent. He told me that we represented excellence and that we were in a position to put children in a position to excel and to reach their full potential and to work with all families so that all children could excel. So he told me, never forget who we are. He also told me, never forget where we're going and the path that we're on and all the things that are going to need to happen to move this organization forward to make sure that all of our children and all of our families benefit from the education that McAllen ISD provides. So he said, don't forget that. Don't forget who we are, and don't forget where we're going. But most of all, don't forget how we're going to get there. He said the only way we're going to get there is by working together, by community members coming together, by working with the chamber and the city and the MEDC, and making sure that all stakeholders are in it. And I never forgot that. I never forgot that. Don't forget who we are. Don't forget where we're going. Don't forget how we're going to get there. So as I sit here and I see his portrait on the wall, not only as a board president, but as an interim superintendent, being the only person that's done that up to this point, it's only fitting that this room be named after this great man, my friend, my mentor, Dr. Choppa. Thank you all very much.
And now I'd like, if you could turn your attention to the video screen. We're going to show you a short video that we put together shortly after Dr. Choppa's passing in October, and it's a short video we have now for you on Dr. Choppa.
The McAllen ISD family lost a special member recently. Former school board trustee and educator Dr. Ricardo Choppa passed away in October 2021. He served 6 years on the McAllen Board of Trustees and was an educator in McAllen ISD for decades. He enjoyed 2 terms on the board and was board president for the 1998-99 school year. Dr. Choppa's life was one of service. As a Marine, he was wounded in combat during the Korean War. In McAllen ISD, he served 30 years as a teacher, a principal, an assistant superintendent, and interim superintendent. Dr. Choppa impacted thousands of McAllen ISD children, an impact that will be felt for generations to come. He was 91.
And now would you please welcome Dr. Choppa's daughter, Tricia Choppa.
Oh gosh, they had to show that video before I came up here. Hello, my name is Patricia Choppa, and I'm the youngest child of Dr. Choppa and my mother Susie. It is with great honor to be here for this dedication ceremony. On behalf of myself and family, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. The night before my father passed, my aunt announced to him the boardroom was going to be renamed after him. I saw a smile and a head nod of acceptance and gratitude. As months go by and you read his name and see his picture on the wall, the words leadership, perseverance, and integrity may come to mind. Ricardo was a man of faith, community, and his sense of humor was always a delight. He was a rule follower, but with an open mind, he was always willing to listen and make a decision that was right for all. Both our parents were amazing role models. Early on, he always knew he wanted to be an educator. His belief was that education would provide you with a good life. His passion and stories of his career made it convincing to always continue your education, to never give up. We thank you all for honoring his name in this important space. If you happen to hear a voice, an extra voice, or an opinion, it very well may be him. May all decisions and directions for the future of the McAllen School District be a continuation of excellency. Thank you very much.
Time now for the big moment. Tricia, if you'd step over to the portrait, and also Gretchen, we'd like you to participate as well. And our board members and Dr. Gonzalez, if y'all could come forward. Yes, sir. And Tricia, Gretchen, would y'all like to do the honors? I'll give y'all a countdown. We'll do a big 3, 2, 1. Okay, y'all ready? Okay, let me wait for make sure the photographers are set. Let me move a little bit. Okay, just make sure everybody's camera is going. Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. And now we'll ask Mr. Saldivar Jr. if he could read what is written on the dedication to Dr. Choppa.
The actual one is you'll see it on the way out. It's in the hallway, and it was covered. You probably saw it was covered. Now, it will now be removed, so you'll be able to see it there as well. And then my understanding is the family will receive this as a gift on behalf of the Board of Trustees and the Superintendent of Schools. And this is what it says: Dr. Ricardo Choppa Boardroom. And every time the board meets in this room and we announce where we're meeting, because we're required to announce where we're meeting so the public knows, it will have that recognition in there. It will say, we're in the Dr. Ricardo Choppa Boardroom. And it says, welcome to the Dr. Ricardo Choppa Boardroom. Dr. Ricardo Choppa was a lifelong servant to education, and to this country. As a Marine, he was wounded in combat during the Korean War, which was 1950 to 1953. In McAllen ISD, he served 30 years as a teacher, a principal, an assistant superintendent, and interim superintendent from 1999 to 93 as the interim superintendent. In addition, he served 6 years on the McAllen Board of Trustees, 1996 to 99, and again in 2005 to 2008, which included a year as board president during 1998-99 school year. He is believed to be the only person in McAllen ISD history to serve as both superintendent, interim, and board president. And the wall behind you to the south, this is the wall of presidents that for the last 100 years, and Dr. Chapa is on that wall, but he's also on the wall of the superintendents for the last 100 years as the interim on the left wall. Dr. Choppa passed away on October 2021. That same month, the Board of Trustees voted to rename this room to honor him. Here is where Dr. Choppa participated in many crucial decisions that impacted the children of this school district as both an administrator and a trustee. Dr. Choppa impacted thousands of McAllen ISD children, an impact that will be felt for generations to come. Dr. Ricardo Chapa.
Okay, and now we're going to bring out the ribbon, and we're going to do an official ribbon cutting. And so we'd like everyone who's up here to stay up here, and also our committee members, those who served on the naming committee, if you could please come up for that photo as well. We'll do another countdown. Ready? All right, make sure our cameras are.
Let's take a picture real quick. Everyone look over here. There we go. Big smiles, everybody. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1. One more. In 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all ready?
Let's see who goes.
All right, here we go. In 3, 2, 1.
Let's take one more picture. Hey, everybody, let's take one more picture. Hey, everybody, let's take one more picture. Here we go.